In this video, we're going to be doing sort of a side-by-side comparison between Amazon Ignite and Teachers Pay Teachers. So if you've been wondering the best place to sell educational printables, wonder no longer, you're about to figure it out. We'll be discussing why educational printables are so popular, and then we'll be looking at which platform is the best to sell your educational printables on. So quickly, for those of you that maybe aren't familiar with educational printables, modern teachers are kind of moving away from just using a textbook or just using student workbooks. Instead, they're using a variety of different tools, a lot more technology, obviously, but a big thing that has really popped up just in the past maybe 10 years are educational printables. They're engaging, they're aesthetically appealing, and they're often a lot more fun than what was sort of in the textbook that we remember from our youth. So let's take a look at a couple examples. Classroom posters, obviously, teachers now have so much more access to all different kinds of classroom posters, and they change the posters in their classroom on a regular basis. So for every unit or for every season, you'll see that, especially in elementary school, the rooms of teachers will change. So there's definitely a big market for these kind of posters, linking things that are commonly taught with something fun. So here's like dinosaurs, kids love dinosaurs, and the alphabet. Kids need to learn the alphabet. Puzzles, of course, this is a great example of a seasonal puzzle pack. So this is the bundle. We know that selling in bundles is a really great trick because charge a much higher price because it feels a bit more valuable. There's more pieces to it. And there's a lot of this online. So lots and lots of sort of puzzles. That should give you a general idea kind of what we're talking about when we say educational printables. It's worksheets, it's posters, it might be bulletin board decorations, those types of things that you would see in a classroom. Now, there's two main places that people choose to sell educational printables. There's Amazon Ignite, which is Amazon's specialty store for educators, and then there's Teachers Pay Teachers. So let's kind of look at Amazon Ignite a little more in depth, and then we'll take a look at Teachers Pay Teachers, and then we'll go ahead and compare them. So Amazon Ignite is a specialty store just for educators. Sellers have to be invited to join. So this sort of ensures that all of the products that are listed for sale there meet Amazon's high standards. Now, you do not have to be a teacher to sell on Amazon Ignite. There are options when you're going through to fill out sort of the application that allow you to say that you are not a teacher. Just because you're not a teacher doesn't mean that you can't make educational printables. Most likely you have spent time around children, you have children, you, especially at the elementary level, have an understanding of the types of things that they're learning about. So just because you're not a teacher, don't write off educational printables. Truly, anyone can make educational printables. Some key points that you should know about Amazon Ignite: all the products are digital. You must be US based. Once you have approval, you're ready to start setting up your shop. But the products that you list for sale are reviewed by Amazon before they're available to the customers. And then you receive royalties on every product that is sold. So Teachers Pay Teachers is the world's largest website for educational resources. They reach over 7 million educators, 85% of all K through 12 teachers in the United States, and they offer more than 5 million educational resources for sale. Again, you don't have to be a teacher to sell on Teachers Pay Teachers. It's often the first choice for teachers. This is sort of, it's been around a lot longer than Amazon Ignite. So if you ask the average teacher, they're going to say, oh yeah, Teachers Pay Teachers, but they may not know about Amazon Ignite yet. So you do have more of a built-in audience on this marketplace. You can sell digital and printed products. You can sell whole year curricula. You can sell study units, you can sell special education resources. There's sort of a wider variety of things that people sell on Teachers Pay Teachers. And then there's also two different levels of seller memberships, the basic and the premium. Okay, so let's compare these guys a little bit. If we're looking at the fee comparison, Amazon does not have a subscription fee, and Teachers Pay Teachers at the basic level doesn't either. If you want the premium level on Teachers Pay Teachers, you'll see that's $60 a year, essentially. Both sites have a per listing fee. Amazon Ignite charges 30 cents per item if it's an item that sells for less than $2.99. Teachers Pay Teachers charges 30 cents per item no matter how much it sells for the basic, and then 15 cents for items that are less than $3 if you're paying for the premium membership. Okay, the royalties is where we really need to start looking here. You'll see that Amazon Ignite gives you a royalty of 70% on your products. Teachers Pay Teachers, at the basic level, you only get 55%. So that's a pretty big difference between Amazon and the Teachers Pay Teachers basic. But if you're paying for the premium on Teachers Pay Teachers, you'll see you get 80% royalties. So what this kind of, if I was to boil it down for you here, if you're an established seller that has a lot of products, it's worth it to pay for the premium option on Teachers Pay Teachers. If you are a new seller, Amazon doesn't really have any upfront costs as long as your products cost more than $2.99. So if you're just trying to sort of break into the marketplace, see if this is going to be a good fit for you, it could be a good idea to try Amazon Ignite first, as long as your products are more than $2.99. Sales tax is another place that they differ, Amazon Ignite and Teachers Pay Teachers. So Amazon Ignite takes responsibility for collecting and paying sales tax. So again, if you're sort of new and you're not so sure about sales tax, or you don't want to keep track of something like that, Amazon Ignite can be a really good choice because they're doing it for you. Teachers Pay Teachers, it's going to depend on your state. So you'll just need to check in on the Teachers Pay Teachers FAQ section to see if your state is one of the ones that they handle, or if you'll have to do that yourself. They also differ in the way that they pay their sellers. So Amazon Ignite, it's once a month and it's direct deposit. So you get your payment directly from Amazon. Teachers Pay Teachers has a third-party vendor called Hyperwallet. So you'll actually have to create a separate Hyperwallet account and provide personal details to get paid. So it's not necessarily a huge difference, but if you're not wanting to go through the extra step of creating another account beyond simply your seller account, then Amazon has Teachers Pay Teachers beat just by a little bit. Both platforms have their pros and cons. It just kind of depends on where you are in the process of selling educational printables and sort of what volume of products you have and what volume of sales you expect. So if you want a streamlined process, maybe you're brand new, you're just feeling this out, Amazon Ignite is probably the better choice for you. But if you have a large volume of products already and you're just kind of getting ready to set them up in a store, then Teachers Pay Teachers might be better for you because you have sort of that established community of educators, and it's got the higher royalties if you have that premium membership. If you want to know even more about how to succeed with printable educational decor, I have a product called EDU Printable Decor Made Easy that will tell you everything you need to know to publish best-selling classroom decor products. We'll talk a lot more about Amazon Ignite and Teachers Pay Teachers. We'll also touch on Etsy, which is another place you can sell printable classroom products. There is a really high demand for this content, so I definitely recommend this for any people who are looking to create low-content educational printables, whether you're a beginner or you already have a lot of products. The tips and tricks in this guidebook will walk you through the entire process. You can learn more about EDU Printable Decor Made Easy on my website, amyharrop.com. Hopefully you feel ready to get out there and sign up for an account on either Amazon Ignite or Teachers Pay Teachers.